now as he'll head over to first base, representing the first base runner today.
Yeah, it's rare to see him chasing outside of the zone.
Now it's Braden Martin. Talk about the patience exercise at the plate by Dylan Braxton. 18 walks so far on the season. 232 average. This one hops over the extended glove of Albert, chases it down the throw, a little behind. And that'll be an extra bag here, capitalizing on the mistake.
Yeah, I mean, Crabtree with 36 stolen bases coming into today. Even with the lefty on the bump, he was still getting a pretty wide lead there. Just forcing the throw over.
See the hood underneath the uniform here of Sloan. Not your typical weather out here for after Memorial Day. 67 degrees, cloudy. Feels a little bit cooler with some of the breeze that's been coming through Willard. One fouled straight back. Sloan with the 0-2. Steps, throws over to second, and that one's off target. Another stolen base. Crabtree thought about potentially coming home, but he'll just stay put 90 feet away from making this a 1-0 ball game.
I mean, Crabtree has some ridiculous speed, and Shelby's already feeling the pressure of it on the base path.
It's actually a pretty nice move by Sloan. Just rushed the throw over to second base. Potentially could have had his man in a pickle. Swing and a miss, strike three. And going down on just 3 pitches is Martin.
Nasty breaking ball there. Had a lot of drop to it.
It's Walton now, our player spotlight. Fantastic junior season for him. Obviously caught the eye of all the coaches within the SBC Lake Division. Most outstanding player in the league this season. Takes the first pitch. Trevor working a little bit quicker here. And he's ahead 0-2 for the second consecutive hitter.
Yeah, if Sloan can escape this inning without letting Crabtree score, that'd be a huge momentum boost after giving him basically 3 free passes.
Off speed, right back up the middle. The range, the throw is in time. Albert able to squeeze it. Really close action right here. Let's take a secondary look. Does just get it there in time. The throw from Connor Hartz for the out. Keep the action here as we head between the bases. Thanks to our friends at American Homestead Exteriors. If you are looking for siding, gutters, or new windows, definitely hit them up. Give them a call. Check out the website down in the description. Our keys to victory today for the Whippets, I've got 2 for you, Evan. Full order production. That just means no offensive lulls today. Not off to a great start there.
Yeah.
3 up, 3 down, and a couple of strikeouts to start off the game. And then limit the base runners. The Pirates are super efficient at bringing home guys when they're in scoring position. That's kind of a rarity. They'd get somebody to third and not come through with a couple of hitters up to base. So for me, for Shelby to get the win, they just got to lock in on those 2 portions of the game.
I mean, we already saw what Perkins can do on the base path. They're going to add that pressure, so it's up to Shelby to stay calm and make the outs that they can.
And for the #1 seed in the Pirates, he's got to play with a little bit of poise out here. Got a bit of a fiery bunch. Don't want to let that get in the way of the ultimate goal out here. This is a team, not necessarily the same type of players that we saw for the football team that made that massive run all the way to the state championship, or for the basketball team. A lot of younger players on the team, so it's a little bit different characteristic, but some early offense too. Force Shelby to take some chances. whether that means offensively for them out on the base pass, like you saw the move from Travis to try to get the runner out at second. So just keep your poise together and then generate some offense here early, and I think they'll come out and move into the district final.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about just the lone senior for Perkins. This is a junior-led group, and usually those juniors can bring a lot of fire to a squad.
So those are your keys to victory presented by American Homestead Exteriors as we're into second inning action now. And we'll get the Maverick up. Maverick Knoll. Third baseman takes a first pitch strike. Cook a bit wild there with that second pitch.
Yeah, trying to work backwards there. He went with the off-speed first pitch, tried to bring the heater, and he just kind of sailed it way high.
Starting to cook right here. The older brother to the younger brother, I would presume, unless they're cousins.
Yeah, I would presume brothers as well.
The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will represent the third strikeout already for Cook.
I mean, Cook has these Whippet hitters chasing. That's the second time already we've seen a drop third strike, which the ball ended up basically in the turf that he got Shelby to chase on.
Bring up the speedy center fielder, Brady Bowman. Misses with that first pitch fastball. Bowman's a .316 hitter so far on the season. Tops on the team with 15 walks. Leaves that one up in the attic. Two balls and a strike here to Bowman. Can't hold up on that high cheese.
Yeah, hard to lay off that pitch, but again, that ball was up, maybe out of the zone.
This one slap foul. Keeps the at-bat alive. Bowman holds up on that pitch. Loaded count now, 3-2 on the way.
Believe this is the first full count we've seen for Cook today. He's been really efficient getting hitters out.
Pops straight up. The younger Cook makes the run, and it's just on the other side of the playing surface.
A fortunate break there that the ball went out of play. The ball was way up there. Carter Cook had plenty of time to camp under it, but just goes out of play.
Cash gets him looking. How about 4 strikeouts? What a season so far for Cash Cook. Continuing to add to his numbers. 39 Ks and counting.
Yeah, this kid is dealing right now. He's feeling himself on the mound, and he's just had every Shelby hitter fooled so far.
Starts off Caleb Stairs with another first pitch strike. He's worked from ahead in the count more often than not so far through the first 5 batters. That will stay fair. Easy play over at first base. Blake Parker touches the bag to punch him out. 6 up, 6 down so far for the Whippets. Pirates looking to get some offensive juices flowing when we come back.
community. Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mickey H. Banks. That's better.
Live and free tournament baseball returns to Willard. Pitcher-on-pitcher matchup now. Cash versus Travis. To start off the bottom half of the second inning, Pirates got a man to third. As this one spitfires down the first base side, but goes foul. Pirates could not bring home Dylan Crabtree after he worked a walk in the first inning. Talon Walton nearly delivered an RBI hit, but a fantastic throw from Maverick was able to shut down the scoring opportunity. Want to give a big hello to everybody out there watching live and free today. Hopefully you had a fantastic Memorial Day weekend. This one heading towards right, and the catch is made for out number one.
Cook put that in the right direction, just got his hands under it, popped it way up there. Caleb Stairs had plenty of time to get under it.
Brings up Blake Parker. Parker's got a .306 average. 19 hits so far on the year, 11 of them singles. The 0-1 from Sloan. Outside.
Seen a lot of patience at the plate from these Pirate hitters. They haven't been chasing that much.
Couldn't catch up to that one. Nice fastball from Sloan. So the combination hearts over. So the combination hearts over to Albert, shuts it down. 3 up, 3 down. We've played 2 third inning action on the way here live and free.
When you buy a Ford, you're buying American. You're buying a car, truck, or SUV built in Michigan, Missouri, Kentucky, and Ohio. Built by Americans, for Americans.
Brock Fisher about to lead off the top half of the third inning as fans look on here at the fabulous and developing Willard Athletic Complex. Bit of a breezy, kind of chilly afternoon here for late May. And the first pitch in there for a strike. So far, so good for Cash Cook. He has faced the minimum. Mowed down 6 batters, 4 strikeouts up to this point. Just another filthy pitch right there. He's just had these Shelby hitters off balance.
Yeah, the Shelby hitters are going to have to change their approach at the plate. They've just been fooled by everything he's been throwing. They're way out in front in almost all his breaking balls. It's been very uncertain and not really confident in their swings. A lot of half swings today of just holding back at the last second.
It's Sam Gortz now. On base percentage, .343 for the year. Whippets, as mentioned, no base runners just yet. Working quickly right now. Cash Cook. Three-pitch strikeout for Cook. I mean, he is on a heater right now.
He has full control of this game right now. He's controlling the tempo. He's sped up a little bit there. You just know he's in command on that mound right now.
Executing with precision. Getting down to the number 9 hitter. This is Hart. Perkins. See if we can get some offense when we come back. Bottom 3 on the way.
Community. Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
Bottom 3rd, Carter Cook looking to get something going here for the Pirates. Had one base runner so far over the first couple at-bats. It's Travis Sloan off to a pretty nice start. He's got 3 strikeouts. Sat down the Pirates in order in the bottom half of the second. Misses with these first 2 pitches, though, here to the starting catcher for Perkins. And that'll be a 3-0 count.
Yeah, Carter Cook up at the plate right now. Only a freshman, and he's only gotten 45 at-bats on the season. But he's done great work with the at-bats he's gotten, batting .311 so far this season.
Taken all the way there. Sloan kicks with the 3-1. Able to get him swinging and missing.
Cook just really off balance on that swing.
Sloan misses outside the zone. That'll be just the 2nd runner aboard so far here for either side. Pirates with a couple of walks, no hits given up.
Now coming to the plate, the second baseman, number 2, Sam Schweinfurth.
Sam Schweinfurth now getting his opportunity, the number 9 hitter in the lineup today. Coach TJ Blanton coming in, making a change. We'll get a pinch runner. Be Connor Smith heading over to first base. Smith, just a sophomore out there on the base pass. Sloan takes a peek over at first. Small lead. Rips up the middle, and it gets away from the outstretched glove. So Hearts can't make the play, and it's now 2 aboard here on the single from Schweinfurth.
That ball was drilled right back up the middle. And what a way for your 9-hole hitter to flip the lineup now back to this powerful top. Now with 2 runners on. And we know this team has a lot of speed on the base path.
Bryce Davies struck out first time he was up. Sloan hops that one in there, showing bunt there was Bryce. Runners take their lead here for the Pirates. No coverage at either first or second for the Whippets. Fortunate that that bunt lands. Not great placement with the bat right there, but too far of a charge to try to make a play for Cole Dorsey.
Yeah, that's a very dangerous bunt. I mean, that's the worst case scenario is you pop that ball up. The runners are expecting you to get that down, so they're maybe got a extra lead on the base pass, and they could easily turn into 2.
Here comes the 1-1 again, squaring it up. This time it is a beauty down the third base side. No play to be made, and they are chucked out there along the base pass with nobody down.
I mean, he has the pop-up bunt and then just follows it up with a perfect bunt right down the third base line. That's exactly where you want to put it because the third baseman's playing back, so the runner on second doesn't come behind him, and just no one was there. Put it right in no man's land.
Huge spot coming up here for Dylan Crabtree. Slugging .473 so far in the season. And the left fielder takes that first pitch inside for ball 1.
Yeah, big opportunity here for the senior. He leads this team in hits with 29. Also knocked in 18 guys this year.
Nice job painting the edge for Sloan. Evens up the count at 1-1. Sinks that one low. First time either pitcher's been any type of trouble so far here early on in the contest. Top-seeded Pirates threatening their senior. Smashes that one with some velocity, but it's out of play.
Yeah, Sloan not trying to put anything in the zone inside for Crabtree. Just trying to get him to chase outside.
Big pitch coming up here from Travis Sloan. The lefty gets the ground ball, the force everywhere. They go for the double play. They'll not get it over at first. So the runner is out at second. That's Davey. But a run comes in, and it's an RBI for Crabtree.
Yeah, it's hard to turn a double play with Crabtree with his speed at first. Even though he's, they get their first out of the inning, is a productive out, getting the first run of the game as well.
So remains just one down. Runners at the corners now. Brayden Martin got fanned first time up today. Runner takes off. The throw in a little bit late.
Yeah, kind of knew that was coming with the first and third situation there.
So a solid piece of base running. Crabtree advancing over to second. Second pitch coming up here to Martin. be outside the zone. Back-to-back balls now from the left hand to Travis Sloan. Give Martin an opportunity to wait on something.
Martin with 21 RBIs this season, third on his team. Has a chance to knock in 2 here.
Instead, they'll walk him. And again, the bases are juiced. And not a great spot if you're Shelby defensively here with Talon Walton stepping up into the batter's box. Whippets want to talk things over. They've got a mound visit coming. The entire infield getting together. Want to talk things over. The one benefit you have with the bases juiced, of course, there's a force out at every bag out there.
Yeah, and if you're Sloan, just trying to get Walton to get on top of this ball. You want to keep it on the ground, give her a chance for double play at all, but just nothing into the gaps, nothing behind you if you're an outfielder. Try to keep this ball in front of you and limit the damage.
Walton takes that one outside. He's drove in 22 runs so far here on the season. Second best slugging percentage on the team at .514. Turns on this one. That's going to go foul, but I think that had the power probably to leave the park if he would have straightened it out just a bit.
Yeah, he just showcased what he can do at the plate. And if you're Shelby, you kind of dodged a bullet on that one. That went way foul.
Sloan drops that one, but it's too tall for ball 2. Pivotal portion of the game, even though it's just the 3rd inning. Perkins with a chance to try to break things open. And Sloan having some command issues, in danger potentially of walking somebody in now, 3-1.
Yeah, you obviously don't want to throw to Walton, but in this situation, you have to.
Sloan dials up a fastball. Checks it over the inside corner.
Don't know what pitch maybe Walton was expecting there, but you'd think on the inside corner, he's going to try to turn on that one again.
Here comes the payoff pitch from Travis Sloan. Short step and he'll walk in a run. 2-0 Pirates capitalize.
Now batting number 3.
Just a tough spot for Sloan with such a good hitter at the plate. Didn't want to give him anything good. But you also just can't be walking in runs, especially when you're going against a tough team like Perkins.
Sam Schweinfurth coming home there off of the walk. Now we've got John Amicone out at the plate having a conversation with his starting pitcher today. Really got to credit the bottom half of the lineup here. Carter Cook, Schweinfurth, both getting on to start things out. And then Bryce Davey back at the top of the order. The bunt single. Just an excellent start here to this inning and far from over. If you're a fan of Shelby, love to see some type of a ground ball, a chance to try to turn 2 and get out of danger.
Yeah, this Perkins squad has been playing a very good situational baseball right now. They've, everyone's been doing their job. The bottom of the lineup has been producing. When, top of the lineup, you're not swinging, you're laying a bunt down. And, Davey understood that, and he got the bunt down. So a lot of guys doing their job right now, doing the little things right to produce runs.
Sloan just missing outside. I see we got the fan zone going on out there, so Drop us some comments. More than 150 of you all watching here on a Tuesday afternoon. Let us know where you're tuning in from today, who you're cheering for, favorite players. If you just want to say what's up to me and Evan, whatever. Take all your comments. Let's say hi to Lynn. Pastor Lynn watching today. Big opportunity for Sloan to try to get an out, 1 and 2. Off-speed pitch straight up the middle. And it is bobbled by the shortstop. Hartz was able to get to it. Just can't squeeze it for the out. Nick Eister, a rare miscue for him in the field. And Perkins starting to blow things open now. 3 runs here in the frame.
Yeah, tough play up the middle, but he's able to stop it with the backhand and just not able to squeeze it.
So Cash helping out the cause there, forcing Shelby into a mistake. Now a chance for Blake Parker. Pirates have nearly batted through the order here in the 3rd.
Ball is really starting to get away from Sloan right now. Usually when he's been missing outside, unable to kind of find the edge of the zone there.
Another pitch out wide here to Parker. Disciplined eyes up at the plate here in this frame for the Perkins Pirates. Number 1 seed looking like it here offensively. Four straight pitches for a walk. And that brings in another run. Second time here in the frame that's been the case for Travis Sloan.
Another mound meeting happening. Looks like it's going to be end of the day for Sloan.
Whippets do have quite a few guys they could bring in potentially and get some action out here, as that will end Sloan's day on the mound. Just goes 2 1/3 innings. Was really cooking early on in the game. Had the perfect second inning. 3 strikeouts in the first 2 frames. And then it kind of came undone here in the 3rd. As there's a 4 spot up on the board. And Shelby looks like they are going to turn to Caleb Stairs. Checking out a right field. Stairs has pitched nearly 23 innings so far on the year. ERA of 5.25.
Ladies and gentlemen, these changes for Shelby. Moving to left field will be number 12, Travis Sloan.
Do want to thank all of our amazing sponsors bringing you today's action 100% free of charge. How about American Homestead Exteriors, who have a commitment to excellence? It's reflected in their strong and reliable exterior solutions. Call them up today for roofing, siding, gutters, and windows. Carothers Pest Control. They're looking to add a new technician to the team. They offer great packages like a 401k, PTO, and more. Reach out, ask for Jack Hooks, learn more about the available position. The phone number, it's right there on the scoreboard, guys. You don't have to look too far. Arcelor Mittal. Smarter stills for people and planet. They are hiring now with competitive wages and benefit. If you visit them at arcelormittal-oh.com, you can click on careers for more details. Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. And from Graham Auto Mall, you can get financing right now as low as 0.0%. And then it's also, you pay what they pay at Graham Ford. So if you are looking to be treated like an employee when you go in there. This is the time that is running through the end of June. Second appearance in the batter's box for Quinton Benet. Grounded out to second base. First time we saw him up. Lobbed in there for a ball. First 2 pitches from Stairs. A strike and a ball. Another lefty for Shelby out there on the bump. See the breeze coming in as Stairs dials this one in, and that'll fly back out. Keep the at-bat alive.
Perkins been great at getting base runners moving over, but they're really looking for that big hit.
Stairs really had to wait on that one. Just gets a little piece. Count remains 1-2, 4-0 here on our Carothers Pest Control scoreboard. Gets him to go. Strikeout. First batter faced.
Now coming to the plate will be number 15.
Great sign here for the Whippets.
Cook.
Yeah, Stairs coming in, you know, getting no time in the bullpen, just coming in from right field. And gets a strikeout on his first batter.
Gets us back to where the inning began. Carter Cook swinging at the first pitch. Pops that one out of play. Tenth batter of the inning here for Sandusky Perkins. Feels like the atmosphere's kind of toned down a little bit since the pitching change for the Pirates. Super vocal over there in their dugout earlier.
This has been a very slow inning. You know, a multitude of walks will slow the game down a lot.
About 50 minutes here into the action. Have nearly played 3. Quality pitch there from Stairs.
So far, the Pirate hitters have been way behind on the fastball.
Different look coming from Sloan, and he got him. So strikeouts over the last 2 hitters. The first 2 faced by Stairs, and he gets them to go. Shelby now got some work to do. Bats in hands. Top 4th coming up.
When you buy a Ford, you're buying American. You're buying a car, truck, or SUV built in Michigan, Missouri, Kentucky, and Ohio. Built by Americans, for Americans, in America. No tariffs, no price increase. You pay what we pay with Ford employee pricing for all. Ford Country. Everything we do is driven by you.
been 9 up, 9 down so far for the Whippets, and they've got some dogs out here trying to fuel a little bit of a rally now as they trail by 4. Fantastic third inning for Perkins. Showing a lot of patience up at the plate. Walked 4 times in the frame, just a couple of hits. As this throw in time to get out Nick Eister leading off the 4th.
I mean, Cook has been just so efficient today. If he's not striking out guys, he's getting ground outs on just the first couple pitches in the at-bat. Just been cruising this game.
Sometimes those long innings can be a gift and a curse, of course, for your pitching staff after the long wait. And more than 20 minutes of offense there for the Pirates. But off to a strong start and necessary against this top of the order. Sat down Eister quickly, and now it's the District Player of the Year, Quinton Albert. And he pops up to second base. Taken in stride by Schweinfurth for 2 down.
Yeah, the top of this Shelby lineup just really hasn't produced anything yet. Not a lot of too many hard hits. Cook's just really neutralized them.
This is Travis Sloan, start of the day, pulled after just getting 1 out there in the 3rd inning. Caleb Stairs came in, did an awesome job striking out the first 2 hitters he faced to get out of the jam with the bases chucked. Looks at a first pitch ball. It's been a rarity so far today for Cook. He's been ahead in just about every count. Now 2-0. Cash over the outside portion of the plate. Backhanded, and the throw in time. Love the effort from Travis trying to dive in there, but an excellent play made in the hole from Talon Walton. And again, Shelby, 3 up, 3 down. Pirates right back up at the plate when we return.
Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
Perkins right back into their offensive flow. Only about a 2-minute inning there to start things off. Top half of the 4th. Shelby, I think, only needed 5 pitches to go down in order, and that was the top of the lineup as well. Now we're to the number 9 hitter, Sam Schweinfurth. Had a single up the middle. First time we saw him just last inning. Swings through this one.
Yeah, he was able to flip the lineup in that 3rd inning, and that's kind of what got everything started in that inning.
Stairs outside after a couple of strikes to start off this at-bat. Caleb's only faced 2 batters so far, struck them both out. Looking to make it a perfect 3 for 3 here with the pitch. Sinks too low in the zone. This one ripped foul. So we say what's up to Devin out there. Says he's watching from Pakistan today. So I wonder what the time difference is there. So if it's about 2 p.m., it's later there, right? You know, when they're over the ocean. So probably got to be an evening affair. I'm going to guess right around midnight. Yes, 11:57 p.m. right now in Pakistan. Three straight strikeouts in relief effort here for Caleb Stairs.
Stairs is coming dealing. Just took full control of that mound ever since he stepped on it. He didn't need any bullpen before this. He was ready to go right away from coming in from right field.
Did take out the 7, 8, 9 batters, though. This is going to be a different scenario up at the top of the lineup now with Bryce Davey. And first pitch, single right through the hole in the middle.
Yeah, Bryce Davey wasting no time. Just attacking the first pitch. We saw him do that, you know, in his first at-bat. He's swinging. If you're going to give him a strike right away, he's going to be swinging at it.
Davey now with a bunt single up the middle. Sets the table now for Crabtree.
Davey he got a very sizable lead there, especially when a lefty's on the mound. It's getting way off there.
First pitch strike into Crabtree. He walked, had a sack RBI last time we saw him up in the third. That one hops out of play. So 0-2 now. Crabtree super efficient getting on base with that .520 on base percentage so far this season. Holds up on that. Runner takes off, high cheese, strikeout. But Davey takes the extra bag, so he'll move into scoring position now with 2 down.
Perkins going with like a hit and run situation right there. The second baseman Hartz was pinched towards the bag a lot, so there's a gap between first and second. And if Crabtree was just kind of able to get that on the ground in that way.
Martin, the number 3 hitter, due up now. Braxton takes that pitch. Another healthy lead from Davey. Throw back over to check on him. Eister doing a nice job of just bringing that thing in.
Yeah, when you're picking off at second, it's all a timing play, and there's got to be good communication with your middle infielders.
Takes off again for third. Dagger throw and got him. The tag down was perfect. Fantastic execution as Dorsey guns him down. And Maverick Knoll with the tag to get the out and end the frame. Whippets, though, got to get some offense going. Top 5 on the way.
When you buy a Ford, you're buying American. You're buying a car, truck, or SUV built in Michigan, Missouri, Kentucky, and Ohio. Built by Americans, for Americans, in America. No tariffs, no price increase. You pay what we pay with Ford employee pricing for all. Ford Country. Everything we do is driven by you.
fresh off of Memorial Day weekend, allow us to be one of the last here on the OH Report to wish everybody who has served just our overall gratitude. Thank you so much. You see the American flag, the Ohio flag, and then we're all kind of wondering, what's that third one represent? Does look like it's close-ish to a crimson color here for Willard, which would make sense. But it's also kind of more red, too, so maybe get that going down in the chat. What does that little red flag mean? Maybe it does indicate something. Evan, are you aware?
I'm not aware. I was thinking Willard at first, but like you said, the Willard logo is more of like a maroon almost type. Yeah. It's a bright red.
Yeah. It's kind of a crimson. Maybe Shelby flew it up today. Just, hey, we're in the house. We're going to establish ourselves. As this starter has definitely done today. Cash Cook, if you are just joining us, he's been both. He's been money from the plate. He has been cooking with every single pitch, cruising up to this portion. He's faced the minimum batters that you can. Shelby yet to produce a base runner. Working hard on that right now. Maverick Knoll up at the plate. 0 for 1 so far with a strikeout back in the second frame.
And that's been the theme for a lot of these Shelby hitters is down by the strikeout. I mean, Cook has been cooking today on the mound. Just so efficient. There's been only a couple of times he's got deep into counts.
Knoll with a .374 on base percentage. But he's now 0 for 2 with a pair of Ks.
Now coming to the plate, number 2.
Yeah, Maverick just way under that pitch. Just kind of dropped his hands on it. Had no chance on getting on top of it.
Cash now 40 innings pitched for the season. Over 40 Ks as well. If this holds up, his ERA is going to plummet. 1.75 coming into this afternoon. Now Brady Bowman looking at a 1-1 count. Back-to-back whiffs. Bowman not chasing that one up on the third level. But the cook, Dylan, yet again out there. Chef Cash gets it done. Back-to-back Ks here in the fifth.
Just nobody's been able to touch him yet. They've just been, all the Whippets hitters been reaching outside of the zone on the breaking balls. Even when they do make contact so far, it's been weak contact, and the Pirates defense has been shut down today.
Pops up, that'll fade out of the range here for Carter Cook to try to track down. This is Caleb Stairs, who's done an awesome job since checking in.
Yeah, Stairs has played a great role of the damage control. Came into a tough situation, was able to get out of it.
Trips into an 0-2 count. Cook mows down the side. 3 up, 3 down, all courtesy of the K. Cash money so far through 5 innings. And he's got Perkins in a fantastic spot, the #1 seed, to try to advance into the district championship as we hang around for your 5th inning stretch. So if you're able, and I always do, I get up, make sure that you're shaking out those dogs, loosening up those arms. Take a look at the numbers so far up to this point. Perkins Only 3 hits to produce those 4 runs, but when you got a guy doing what Cash Cook right now is on the bump, you don't need a whole lot of offense whatsoever.
No, I mean, he's been shut down today. I mean, he's been helping himself out at the plate, too. The base running has been fantastic. I mean, Perkins just playing a complete game right now.
So if you guys have been with us the entire way, you've been seeing exactly just how dominant this pitcher has been. The Pirates have just been cruising through Shelby, who has a high-powered offense. We talked about it in our pregame show brought to you by American Homestead Exteriors, just how many games that they have had consecutively of at least 5 runs and throughout the course of the season.
I mean, yeah, the top of this lineup is just, they rake. Throughout this entire season, a couple mashers up there, but they've just all been neutralized today. Just haven't been able to get anything going.
Take a look at some of the highlights offensively so far today. Travis Sloan began on the hill for Shelby and really had a fantastic first couple of innings. These highlights coming from the third. All the runs so far in the contest scored back there in the 3rd inning by Perkins. Only needed a couple of hits. You saw one on that bunt single. Beautiful stuff from Bryce Davey. Crabtree with the RBI hit. Just bringing guys home left and right there. There was a sequence, I think, of 7 straight hitters that did not record an out.
I mean, they just kind of took what Shelby was giving them. I mean, they were patient at the plate, taking walks when it was given to them, and had some timely hits.
One of their SBC rivals here in the building, Vermilion. They're going to be part of our second half doubleheader here today, taking on the Clear Fork Colts. The number 5 seed versus the number 2 seed for the right to take on the winner of this first district semifinal, now in the Division 4 realm. The tournament expansion, 7 divisions, really opens things up for a lot of teams to have more tournament success. Stairs gets the grounder, hard charge for him. Rifles one. Albert somehow able to collect it, but they say it was a little bit behind.
Yeah, I mean, just going with the swinging bunt. And that's such a tough play on the right side of the field for the lefty Stairs. He had to follow his glove there and do the full spin. He wasn't able to just to get under and underhand flip it. Took that extra little bit of time.
So Braxton Martin infield single. He's now 1 for 2 on the day. Also drew a walk. And keeping an eye on him over there, Caleb Stairs. And Pirates with those peg legs probably have a tough time getting up and down stairs. It's been a problem for him so far to try to attack this gentleman as well.
Yeah, he's really come in and done a fantastic job.
Have you ever thought about why Pirates typically have that peg leg? What was it, sharks? How did they lose it in the first place?
I don't know. It feels like there was a lot of diseases back then,
Yeah,
too.
that's scurvy. Sure, that's a good point. Chopper, third base side. In and out of the hand of Maverick. Seen a couple occasions today for Shelby where just the transfer has been an issue. And it allows the first 2 to get aboard here for Perkins.
Yeah, just getting ahead of himself. Trying to make the play before he even has a grip on the ball.
We're going to call that an E5, Evan?
Yeah. Tough play. Fielded cleanly, just unable to get a good grip out of his glove.
So Martin Walton now on first and second with the ringer so far. Cash Cook coming up, and that one hit him right in the foot. First 3 runners get on, and this is kind of deja vu back from the third, where Perkins just kind of manufactured base runners, loaded it up, no outs. And here we are, middle of the order, and a chance to really seize control.
Yeah, they've just all been doing their job. I mean, no really big hits, just kind of these weaker infield hits, but Shelby's just giving them a lot of free passes with the airs, the walks, now the hit batter. Just too many mistakes.
Blake Parker on the way up. He's got a .484 slugging percentage. Bases loaded. These are the situations in a tournament game I'm sure hitters just dream of.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you have the comfortable lead, not a too high pressure situation, but a chance to really just open up this ball game.
Parker, a member of the junior class, super junior driven lineup out here for the Pirates. He'd love to drive one. Wisely lays off these first couple of pitches, though. Drills this one right through the gap, third base side. One run will score. Turning the corner, coming home as Walton. 6-zip down, Pirates in command.
Well, there's the big hit we've been waiting for. Puts it perfectly down the left field line. Just really turns on it.
2 RBI double from Blake Parker. Still nobody out. Shelby in a 6-0 hole. Here comes Bennett. And he makes solid contact with this one. A couple of hops in front of the center fielder. They'll hold up the runner at third. RBI single, back-to-back hits, driving in runs right now for the Pirates.
I mean, that was a beautiful approach by Bennett. I mean, that was a loopy curveball, and he just waited back for it to go right into the zone and drove it up the middle.
So the DH does his job. He will step out. Got a pinch runner checking in his place.
Now running to first base, number 16, Brylan Harvey.
Be Brylan Harvey. Sophomore is going to get an opportunity out on the base pass. As John Amicone back out onto the hill. And it looks like we're going to see a second pitching change here for the Whippets. And a lot of Whippets fans out there watching live and free today. What up? Penny Schiffer says, go Whippets. Amy Ogborn wanting them to just hang tough. Annalise Sickmiller, Jackie Polacek, Felter, Amanda Q, Cindy Klein, all with the same sentiment. Just saying, go Whippets out there. Kaylin Danielle wants to just see him play hard out there. Our boy Lynn watching from Finlay. Listening to me on the call. Appreciate you, man. And it looks like Smith Cam kind of spamming everybody out here. Kathy Dodge watching, no surprise. Figures you'd probably be here in attendance today. Ashley Shepard cheering on the Whippets, as is Daniel Stotts. And Mary Jo Seidel Stepp says, let's get the W. Seems like that's kind of a out of range question right now, at least the way the offense has been going up to this point. Because the chef on the other side from the bump, boy, he has been cooking up some mystery sauce, and nobody's been able to figure it out and dial it in offensively for Shelby.
Yeah, they're going to almost need Perkins just to start making a whole bunch of mistakes on defense, which they have not done today. I mean, it would be odd if this game just flipped on a dime. To go from nobody getting hits to stringing a whole bunch of hits together, it's a tough thing to do.
One thing about the Pirates is they really do have a deep allotment of pitching. Talking to one of their assistant coaches and just asking, is today your ace, or how do you feel about that? And he's like, we really have 3. And then there's about a few guys that we can bring in as well that we're pretty confident and comfortable with getting out there if we're in a jam. So obviously Cook has been fantastic today. He leads the squad in innings pitched now at 41. But then you look at Martin, he's put up 34 innings pitched. Walton has done 22, 20 innings for Caden Kroger, 16 for Mason Souter. I mean, there's a lot of guys that you could really bring out.
And how about a coach's dream? If Cook's able to go the complete game here, just save so many arms in the bullpen for the district championship, and just having, he just saves them a whole bunch. They only are able to use one pitcher in this entire game.
Be the dream scenario today for the Pirates. As we've got the catcher Carter Cook now up. Walked and struck out all in the same inning when we saw him last in the third.
yeah, batted around that third, and now it's almost looking like they're on pace to do it again. As Shelby looking for their first out still.
Hit and run situation. One hopper taken, fired. Maverick a little off target. Albert with the stretch. Gets the out, but the run does come across.
Yeah, I mean, that was like almost like another hit and run on the first and third situation. Gets a job done, keeps it on the ground. And the pinch runner, Harvey's able to go first to third on it. Just great heads-up base running.
4 runs batted in over the last 3 hitters. Parker with a 2 RBI double. Bennett the RBI single. And now the sack ribby here from Carter Cook. Number 9 hitter Schweinfurth. Going to get his 3rd look here at 3rd different pitcher, I believe.
Yeah.
This is Sam Gwartz, who's on in relief for the Whippets. Gwartz with 44 innings pitched so far on the season. An ERA of 2.86. And averages just about a strikeout per inning as he gets the chopper. But remind me if you've seen this today from the Whippets, the exchange from the mitt to the hand, just not there. He'll commit the error on the hill, and that allows Perkins to take a 9-0 cushion.
Feels like, I don't know what's on that baseball, but Shelby just not been able to hold on to it. I mean, just a perfect situation to get an out, even if you just go first and give up the run, but kind of was indecisive if he wanted to go home to first, and then in that time, just drops the baseball.
So it'll be an E1 here. Perkins still just 1 down in the frame. They've got Schweinfurth aboard. And right back to the top of the order with Bryce Davey. Dylan Crabtree on deck. And that would indicate batting through the order for a 2nd time. Quick work, though, here of Davey. 3 pitches. Strikes him out.
Dylan Crabtree.
The speedy Crabtree takes that off speed for ball 1. Another breaking ball outside the zone.
Yeah, working backwards with a good hitter at the plate. Not giving him anything too sweet to hit.
Whippets bringing in another lefty as well.
Yeah.
The 3-0. Took a little sauce off of that fastball right down the middle. Runner takes off. And this will just get by the Diving Hearts.
Another hit and run from Perkins. They've been great at executing that today. Just gives them such an advantage and limits that out at second. And Hart's a good stop, able to knock that ball down, because if he doesn't, they're probably going first to third.
This 5th inning began with Braden Martin up at the dish. Here he is again. Set the stage with an infield single. This one missing, just a skosh outside the zone. 2 consecutive balls in here to Martin. Looking for a 2-hit inning. Try to drive that one out of town.
Yeah, he got excited when he saw that one just dropped right into the zone.
And with the run rule in effect, if Perkins brings home one more, this game is over. Here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, that's why you've seen, even though they've had the big lead, they've done the small ball, the hit and run. They're still trying to get more runs across.
Both runners take off as this one might splash in left, but the charge and catch is made by, well, I don't know who's in left now.
I think that's Travis Sloan in left.
Okay.
Our first starter of the game.
That is Sloan for the out, so the heartbeat continues to thump here for the Whippets. Can they get a hit? We'll find out. Top 6 on the way.
Hi guys, I need you all to have a foam finger. At Mechanics Bank, we're all about the community. Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank. That's better.
Whippets due up to bat here in the top of the 6th. One of their MLAC rivals here in the building as well. We've got some ponies out there in the pasture. Clear Fork and the Colts, the number 2 seed. Defending district champions in Division 2. Looking to repeat. They'll be taking on Vermilion in the second half of our doubleheader here at Willard this afternoon. What should be a very fun game. We expected a very competitive showdown here in this first one, however, but the number 1 seed in Perkins, they have done a number so far here on Shelby, who has not produced a base runner yet, and starting to run out of chances, Evan.
Yeah, with just 2 innings left, they're just holding on by a thread, and they have to get something started now.
They'll try to get it going here with Brock Fisher, the DH, leading off the 6th. Cash Cook has been in total command here since the very first inning. Coming off of a 3-strikeout 5th.
I mean, this kid is just having the game of his life. He's hitting all of his spots. All his pitches are, you know, having a little extra break today on the curveballs.
It just feels like he's been in a fantastic rhythm. Like his pitches are coming equal amounts of time apart. Everything is hitting right where he wants them to. But he does fall behind here. 3 balls and a strike. Maybe the first time all day that this has been the situation for him.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen a 3-1 count yet.
Peppers to the inside quarter fastball. So we've got a full count. The pitch to Fisher. He's able to turn on something. Deep drive to center field. But it is right at Davey. Squeezes it for out 1.
I think that's the first time today we've seen Shelby really get a really hard hit ball. That one, unfortunately, you know, right to the center fielder. Not too much you can do with that one.
It is the first time that we've had an out produced by an outfielder so far for Perkins. Everything has been little dribblers. They haven't even had to make that fantastic of a play so far in the infield.
No, but Perkins been doing the routine plays, and they haven't given, you know, any free passes to Shelby.
So number 8 hitter Gwertz now filling in relief duty. Lefty takes ball 2 here. Sam 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the 3rd inning. And sees this one up and out of the zone. Second consecutive hitter falling behind. 3-1. Cook drilled in a fastball last time. Initiates the pop-up. Called for. And taken in stride by Martin for out 2.
I mean, that's a great feeling as a pitcher when you have a guy at 3-1, just kind of give him the fastball over the middle and he pops it up in the infield. Just a great job at still getting that weak contact.
Looked like Cash took a little something off that
Yeah.
fastball as well. Didn't rear back quite like we've seen so far at points of the contest today. Connor Hartz dribbles this one. And another nice throw from the third baseman. Martin accounts for the last 2 outs. Pirates, they can get a run. They will end this thing a little bit early and move on to the district final.
When you buy a Ford, you're buying American. You're buying a car, truck, or SUV built in Michigan, Missouri, Kentucky, and Ohio. Built by Americans for Americans in America. No tariffs, no price increase. You pay what we pay with Ford employee pricing for all. Ford Country. Everything we do is driven by you.
Shelby's got another new pitcher out on the mound. It'll be Nick Eister here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th.
Nick with a 4.74 ERA on the season.
Talon Walton.
Pirates with a 9-0 lead right now. Looking to close out the show via the run rule if they can get at least one here in the frame. I'm Brian Skowronski. Evan Johnson is with me, and boy, what a performance that we've seen defensively so far today by the Pirates. Cash Cook has been a star of stars, but the defense too, I think you made a great point. They've made everything look routine, specifically within the infield. I mean, they're perfect 8 for 8 so far when they've had their opportunities of getting the outs. And they've got Shelby on the ropes now, doing everything they need offensively too to get ahead in this thing.
Yeah, Cook has done a great job at forcing weak contact, and his defense has just cleaned it up. Everything on the ground so nicely, made everything look effortless.
Eister finally gets a strike in there. 3-1 count here to Talon Walton. Walton to straightaway center. No problem for Bowman. First out.
I mean, a great hard hit ball right back up the middle. But again, just kind of, it just stays up, goes right to Bowman.
Now batting the pitcher, number 3.
This is Cook. Looking to help his own cause. Got hit by the very first pitch, his last at bat. Solid contacts here on the fly. The throw from Maverick is good.
The Pirates hitters attacking early in these counts. Wonder if it has anything to do with the first time they're seeing a righty pitcher today.
Now batting the first
See it better out of the
baseman,
hand.
Lake Parker.
4th pitcher to take the hill for the Whippets. First 3 all lefties to Evans Point. Getting their first taste of that right-handed action as Parker coming off arguably the biggest hit so far today, the 2 RBI double just 1 inning ago. Looking to add to his totals. Maverick kind of lost his footing, and he'll lose the ball in the process.
Maverick did what he was supposed to do. He cuts the shortstop off because he has momentum going towards first base, but loses his footing and then loses the ball in the process.
Be the second error today on Maverick Knoll.
Number 22, Quint Bennett.
Shelby's got 5 total today. Here they are running. They'll capture the bag easily. As Parker heads into scoring position. And Bennett, RBI single last time we saw him at the dish. Swinging a hot bat right now. Heister checks at second. And he'll get this one fading to right field for Caleb Stairs to get the out. It's actually Brody Baker now over him, right? Everything's all jumbled when they've had this many pitching changes. As we head to the 7th, and the Whippets down to their last 3 outs to try to keep their season alive.
Hi guys, I need you all to have a foam finger. At Mechanics Bank, we're all about the community. Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
The money man continues to deal from the bump here in the 7th inning. Cash Cook looking to close out a phenomenal performance. It's the top of the order, though, for the Whippets, trying to spark some type of a rally here. They'll have to do so with just 3 outs remaining, 9-0 the count in this district semifinal showdown. And that will break up the perfect game, Evan. He had been cruising up to this point.
Man, he's been having a game, going 6 innings without allowing a base runner. Just so impressive. But for Shelby now, sometimes it only takes 1 to get things going.
And especially with this top of the order, that we have just kind of been blown away by the fact that Cash has been able to set them down at the rate that he has. Super solid from top to bottom, but specifically these top several hitters, all tough outs. This is the District Player of the Year. He's 0 for 2 so far. Today, he's made contact each time. Albert slugs this one left side. Almost hit a pack of Colts. Had to duck out of the way watching from beyond the third base side fences.
I mean, just look how violent this swing is. Once he saw it, you know, his eyes got big and he was hacking at that thing.
Showed you Albert's numbers at the beginning of the game. 430 average, 790 slugging. I mean, this dude's been fantastic all season long. Here we go. Just huge season overall. And that's why he caught the attention of the other coaches within the district, awarding him the Player of the Year award.
Yeah, with the slugging numbers like that, it's hard to choose anyone else.
So 2 consecutive runners get aboard here for the Whippets. And we'll see how Cash is able to operate with base runners for the first time.
Yeah, the first time he's had, any base runners. First guy's scoring position for Shelby. Shelby's just got to keep having quality at-bats, smart approaches at the plate.
Now batting the left fielder, number 12, Travis Sloan.
Travis Sloan started the day from the bump. Got off to an excellent start. Faced just 7 batters the first 2 frames, and then the third big momentum shift for Perkins. They able to put up 4. We saw and then in the 5th, they added 4 more. It's kind of put this out of reach, seemingly, for Shelby. Even though that is the beauty of baseball, is all you need is an out and a seat up there in the batter's box. Shelby's got 3 of them still to their name, but an 0-2 hole here for Sloan. He's able to hold up there outside, dipping. Perkins playing back a little bit on the infield. For Hopper. We see Sloan slide into first. Not in time, so it's the first out. Advancing the runners, though, to second and third.
Yeah, that was a bang-bang play.
The third baseman.
Kind of waited back on, like you mentioned, the 4 Hopper. But able to get the out, which is exactly what they need to do. Just one at a time. And when you have such a big lead like this, you can sacrifice a few runs.
Knowles got 21 runs driven in so far on the season. He's got Eister on third, Quinton Albert standing on second. Healthy leads for both. And that one down in the dirt. 2-0. Breeze has steadily been coming through the area as this one's up the middle. Get the out at first, but Shelby's on the board. Eister able to come home on the RBI from Maverick Knoll.
Center fielder, number 2, Brady Bowman.
Yeah, great ball placement by Maverick up the middle. Just didn't have enough power on it to get through. And a great play by Walton. He's made a lot of plays at shortstop today that are pretty difficult, but he's made them look easy.
Here's Brady Bowman swinging at the first pitch, way back to the wall, but making the catch, Dylan Crabtree. And that will do it for this district semifinal. The number 1 seed moving on. The Pirates get it done on a fantastic outing here today from Cash Cook. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have an interview. Got to be with Cash, right? We got to hear about this pitching performance that he's just had out here today. He'll be our MVP. Evan and I will break down some of the stats and numbers that you need to know, and then we'll get you all set for the second half of our doubleheader. Clear Fork and Vermilion still to come, so keep it here. Live and free tournament baseball. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH Report, the future of local sports.
When you buy a Ford, you're buying American. You're buying a car, truck, or SUV built in Michigan, Missouri, Kentucky, and Ohio. Built by Americans, for Americans, in America. No tariffs, no price increase. You pay what we pay with Ford employee pricing for all. Ford Country. Everything we do is driven by you.
Community. Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
Today's live and free baseball game was brought to you by our friends at American Homestead Exteriors. Our commitment to excellence is reflected in our strong and reliable exterior solutions. Call us today for roofing, siding, gutters, or windows. Carothers Pest Control is looking to add a new technician to their team, offering 401k, paid time off, and more. Reach out to learn more. 419-342-6841, carotherspest.com. Also by Arcelor Mittal. Smarter steels for people and planet. Hiring now with competitive wages and benefits. Visit arcelormittal-oh.com and click careers for more details. Mechanics Bank, Richland County's only independent community bank. Graham Auto Mall. All 2024 Ford models must go, and financing is as low as 0.0% or up to $10K off select models. We'll have your MVP interview and your stats and analysis when we come back right here from Willard, Ohio.
Community. Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
Looking for the best high school sports coverage in Ohio? You found it right here on the OH Report. From the field to the court, we've got it all. OH Report brings you local coverage like nobody else in the area, live and free. Follow OH Report now and never miss a moment of the action. Don't just watch, be a part of the game with OH.
We are back with our most valuable player of the game, presented by Arcelor Mittal. Cash Cook, man, awesome performance. One of the best pitching performances, and defensively, too, that I've seen all season long, taking the perfect game into the 7th inning. So let's just talk about your mental state out there. It felt like you were in an unbelievable flow. Everything was coming in timing. Describe just your pitches that you had today. What was really working out?
Yeah, pretty much everything was working out. Even my changeup was working out, which usually doesn't. But got ahead of the hitters, and with the fielders I have on my team, they can make any play. So that's awesome.
Coming into today, you guys have been a little bit up and down here. Back-to-back losses, though, to come into this game. So to get off to the nice start as you did, get the victory here, just how satisfying is it as a #1 seed to come out and take care of business?
Yeah, it felt great. I mean, last week we scheduled some really good teams like St. Francis, Whitmer, Northview, like these big Toledo schools, and we just want to see good competition for the tournament. We saw good pitching, and it definitely helped out today. I mean, we put up 9 runs, which is a good pitcher, and when I'm pitching, that's amazing. So.
You guys got a really deep pitching staff. I was talking to one of your assistant coaches about it before the game. I said, is this your ace today? And they said, kind of. I mean, we got a few of them out here. So just how confident are you that maybe if you don't have your best stuff, that you can go to somebody else and they'll get the job done?
Yeah, really confident in anyone on my team. I know Talon and Braxton, they're really good pitchers as well. And we all grew up together, played on the same summer ball. We've all been pitching together since we were 12 years old. So it's amazing having them on my team.
All right, moving into the championship game coming up on Thursday. What are you most looking forward to as you guys continue to develop in this tournament and you get deeper into the playoffs?
We really want to make a good run. I know last year we lost in the district finals and hurt a little bit, so we want to get back, win it, bring some hardware home.
All right, well, so far, so good. Awesome pitching performance from you today. We got a tradition here on the OH Report. Before we let you go, if you want to look into the camera, just give as many shout-outs as you want to anybody help make you a better baseball player.
I'll thank all my coaches, my mom, my uncle, Ministry Movement Biosports Athletics, and all my high school coaches. They do an amazing job. And Coach Barrett.
All right, Cash Cook giving out more money than an ATM today. Your Arcelor Mittal MVP.
Hi guys, I need you all to have a foam finger. At Mechanics Bank, we're all about the community. Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank. That's better.
Your post-game show presented by American Homestead Exteriors returns right now to Willard. A 9-1 victory for the #1 seed in Perkins. They'll be advancing into Thursday's championship to take on the winner of our second game, Clear Fork or Vermilion. I'm Brian Skowronski. Evan Johnson is with me, and one of the better pitching performances that we've been able to enjoy all season long here on the OH Report. We just saw it. Cash Cook, absolutely lethal to start off the day today. 6 perfect innings of play before allowing just 1 hit there in the 7th inning. Shelby finally getting on the board. But with his defense backing him up, this Perkins team, they're going to be a tough out for anybody, not even just in this district if they move on. Talked a little bit to Cash about the competition that they've been playing here lately. They feel like they're prepared to do something special in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, regular season wins are great, but if you have to sacrifice a few losses to play that tough competition, get you ready for the tournament time, it's worth it because none of that matters now. You're just focusing one game at a time, and like you said, they feel prepared and they have a great squad.
Here is that final stat line for you guys. 7 hits by Perkins today. They were able to manufacture a lot of runs here today. Several walks A bunch of them in that third inning really kind of opened the door for Perkins, but it was pretty much just all about that pitching performance. And for Shelby, as they wrap up their season here at 17 wins and 12 losses, really surprising to see offensively that they just were not able to get anything going until their last few outs.
Yeah, I just felt like all the mistakes kind of carried over into the plate. You know, it was just it's very deflating when you go up to the plate and you're just getting sat down every single time by Cash Cook. He was fantastic. And then they just took full advantage of those errors Shelby had. You see the 5 errors there, just kind of their biggest problem early on.
So for Shelby, as they load up on the bus for the final time, they will say goodbye to just a few seniors. Maverick Knoll, they'll say goodbye to Nick Eister, along with Brady Baker, all lost to graduation as their season comes to an end. Perkins moving on, taking on the winner of our next game here, Junior Layton Club, just a 1 senior on their team, which has got to be really exciting with Dylan Crabtree being that lone 12th grader. But just the potential that we saw from Perkins today and all the live arms that we're told that they have can probably go to the Conference Player of the Year to start here coming up on Thursday. So it's going to be interesting to see what the tactic is for the Pirates as they advance here deeper into the playoffs.
Yeah, they have so many options in that pitching rotation now that Cash Cook set them up in a great way. And it doesn't matter who they play in this championship game. They believe, you know, they're the number 1 seed for a reason, and they're here to prove that. And they believe they have the team to do it.
Even though we do have one more game coming up today and then another one this evening with Centerburg at home, the baseball squad looking to advance into the district championship. Here's what's coming up tomorrow. How about this full slate, Evan? And it appears that you're going to be doing some play-by-play tomorrow on that Madison Rams versus Wapakoneta softball regional. I am going to be making the trip up to Cleveland, Avon Lake, to see Monroeville, see if they can get by Cuyahoga Heights. And we also have Crestview versus Waynedale baseball, Downton Hillsdale softball, and then the Lady Lex taking on the Lake Flyers. So plenty of awesome games coming up. A lot of regional softball flavor on the calendar.
Yeah, we're getting into that point of the tournament where it's just the best of the best going at it. Some great competition coming up.
All right, but as mentioned, we've got one coming up again here at Willard, so we are signing out for the first of our 2 games. Couldn't have done it live and free without the help of all of our amazing sponsors. So big thanks to everybody combining to bring you the coverage today, including American Homestead Exteriors, Carothers Pest Control, Arcelor Mittal, Mechanics Bank, and Graham Auto Ball. For the staff here today, Adam Thompson running the 1s and 2s, your producer, director extraordinaire, Jory Hollenbeck running your top camera here today. I'm Brian Skowronski for Evan Johnson, signing out for this one. We'll see you back here at Willard in just a few minutes.